Hello everyone. Yeah, good evening. Welcome to today's webinar on the topic LMS e-commerce integration, perfect integration in 2021. Thanks for joining us today. Let me start this session with a quick introduction first. Myself, Shashank here. I lead digital marketing at 3E. Along with me on the speaker panel, we have Mr. Viresh from 3E. Viresh is the practice head for e-learning solutions delivery. So before I pass it over to the speaker panel, let me give you a quick intro about 3 Software Solutions. We are a technology company providing e-learning solutions to training, education, and corporate industries. We are specialized in designing and developing full-fledged e-learning ecosystems. For example, LMS e-commerce for training businesses, LMS and virtual classroom for academia and training, and LMS and ERP for corporates. Well, that is a very brief one-liner kind of intro of what we are. So, Viresh will lead today's webinar and he will walk us through the benefits of using LMS in e-commerce integration in 2021, why e-learning business owners should take leverage of this integration, along with a quick demo of how the course can be sold online like an e-commerce product. So, as the session goes on, you can post your queries to me or Rexon over the private chat and we will take up your queries at the end of the session. So now, without further delay, let's start the session. Viresh, now it is all over to you.
Okay, thanks, Shashank, for passing over the handle. So, yeah, good evening, everyone. So, let us get started with the webinar. So, as Shashank was mentioning about today's webinar is about selling the e-learning courses online. So, and I'll be able to showcase it to you today a learner's workflow, how the learner will be able to purchase the course and what are the different types of courses present over the system. I mean to say there are different types of courses that we sell is like single course and we bundle it and we sell it. That is where we call it as a bundle course. Bundle in the sense packaged. I'll be able to showcase it to you in today's webinar. And there is a something called bulk purchase where you want to buy it on behalf of others. So those three types of courses that I'll be able to showcase it to you. And also along with this learners workflow today I'll showcase how to set up a course on an e-commerce platform, and also like how to sync up that. Okay, so there are two different options here onto this respective platform. We have integrated e-commerce and an e-learning platform. So there are as the webinar goes on, I'll showcase it to you how you can create courses in two different ways. So that's the another setup that I just wanted to showcase it to you. So moving on, normally the learners workflow will include they'll sign up, okay, onto the e-commerce page, and they'll choose the courses what they want to buy, and they preview the course content. Okay, so for single course they fill out the billing information. For bulk course, for bundle course, the same, like they can increase the quantity of the courses and then they can buy it on behalf of others and choose the payment option. Once the payment completed, learner will be redirected automatically to the LMS dashboard. Once the actually here it is depending on the payment status. So once the order status completed, then the learner will be automatically enrolled onto that course, and then they can enjoy the learning from there. So this is the quick the overview of what I'll be showcasing it to you today. So let us actually get started with the demo. So I'll just share my screen. Uh, I hope everyone are able to see my screen. So here, before we get on to the learner workflow, I'll showcase it to you how you can create a course, how you can set up that course, and how you can make it available for the learners to purchase. Okay, so we have like two platforms here. One is e-commerce platform and another one is e-learning platform, where we have integrated it with our own extension. So here if you see the three learning, you can see different types of options. I'll showcase it to you how you can actually set up the connection between the LMS and then the I mean to say the e-learning platform and an e-commerce. This is how you do the settings. Okay, and also we have actually enabled the SSO as well. So and coming back to, if you actually if you want to create courses, if you want to create content, okay, you will be having an option where you can access LMS, and once you click on this, it will actually take you directly to the e-learning platform. And also since you have a role here called admin, you will be automatically logged into the e-commerce sorry, e-learning platform as admin only, and you have all the privileges. Okay, so and you can set up the roles, and you can set up the content, and you can ask the, you can define some different roles and ask the users to set up their own content. So this is how this thing works. And if you want to create course, okay, so right now what I'll do is I'll just show you how you can create a course. I just click on create course. So here before, what we were doing is we were actually uh, creating the course on the LMS side, and we were syncing up the course to e-commerce platform. But we have actually introduced a new feature where you can create a course directly on the LMS platform, and this is how sorry, on the e-commerce platform. This is where you can create a course. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just fill out the basic information. So and actually, before to that, I'll showcase it to you how this looks in LMS. If you go under site administration, you go under courses. These are the different types of courses which are available for now. Okay, and then there are the different types of categories which are available. Okay, so here we have two options where you can create categories in LMS, as you can see here. So this is the another feature that we have introduced called category, and you can actually create a category here, and it will be reflected on the LMS as well. Okay, so for now, as you can see here, um, here there are two categories, general and three learning. If I create a new one, as you can see, if you want to give some kind of a name and a category description, and what is the level of the category that you want to, so if you select top, it will be created as a top level category, and if you select any other category, then it will be created as a subcategory. And once you create the category, then you come back to create course. Okay, and here as you can see, I am just filling out an information, so I'll just give demo course 1. Okay, and then I'll just give out some short name. And here I can see the category. For example, if I want to um, create this course under a general category or three learning, I can select here. I'll just select general, and if I want to select the start date and end date of the course, here I'll be able to select that as well. Once I have done with this setup, once I click on submit, so as you can see now, the course is created. And if I come back, and if you see this, there is no demo course 1, it is a demo course. Okay, so once I refresh, and there are I think 6 courses now in this category. Once I refresh it, as you can see, the newly added course is being coming out here. So this is how we actually created the means we have integrated the e-commerce platform with e-learning, where you can create courses directly on the e-commerce platform. And there is an another way also, right? As we were having the old feature that you can create a new course here on LMS, and you can even sync up back to LMS. But um, uh, as we want to have everything under the e-commerce platform, so we have introduced these features. These are the new features that we have introduced in e-commerce platform. And once you actually set up this course. Now as you can see, there is a course which is created called demo course 1, and you want to actually set up that as a product and you want to make it live. So for that, what you need to do is you need to go under products, okay, and if you click on um, add new, so here so you can actually set up that I mean to say create a new product with all the details, okay, because since it is an e-commerce setup, you need to attach the course, okay. As you can see, there is an option called attach course, and here you will be able to see the drop down. So as you can see right now, the demo course one is directly available here. And even before, what we were doing is we were actually clicking on sync courses, and then the courses were synced up. Now what we have done is we have enabled a trigger where once the course is created on LMS on a e-learning platform, that will be automatically reflected without any manual intention. So this is what the course that I created. I can just click on this, and if I want the multiple courses to be attached to the same product, I can do it by clicking on multiple courses. This is where we call it as combo or a bundle product, where you can combine multiple courses in a single product and sell it out, okay. So this is how you set up and there is another option that I was mentioning, that is check this to enable the bulk purchase for this product. So bulk purchase, as I was mentioning it to you, whenever you create a product and attach a course and you check this option called bulk purchase, what happens to the learner is, like, learner will be able to buy that course in bulk, I mean to say in in numbers, and then they'll be using the our own feature to enroll them, okay. They'll become I mean to say, for example, a teacher buying on behalf of students, they can buy 10 quantities, and they can enroll those 10 students, and that is the interface that we are giving out to the people who are buying in quantity, okay. So these are the different types, as I mentioned. If I if you want to just make it as a single course, what you do is you just come under add product, and then you select a course which is single, and you don't want to enable bulk purchase, you just disable this, and then you just give some price, and then you just click on publish. Then your new product will be published, and it will be available for the learner to purchase it from the virtual store. So this is how you set up the course as a I mean to say, as a course admin, as a site admin. So this is how you create a connection between a e-learning platform, and you create categories, you create courses, and then and also this is how you be able to um, set up the product on an e-commerce platform. And there are different types of options that we have introduced in here. If we have a new feature called sync users, in that sync users we have you can actually if you go under sync users on the people, they want to unlink, they want to link the account to the Moodle. So this is where they'll be redirected, and you can actually unlink at any point of time if you want to do. As an admin, you have that privilege, because these are the accounts which are being linked with Moodle, linked with LMS, I mean to say. So at any point of time, if you want to unlink them, you can unlink, okay. And you have this manual option to link them as well if they are if they don't know how to actually buy the course from the platform. So admin has the privilege to create them the account on e-commerce, and then they can link that account to LMS, and even they have the option to actually assign courses to them as well. For example, if you go under assign courses, you see that option assign course, and you want to select some users called test user, and if you want, you can you can multi select the users, and you want to select the role as a learner, and then you want to select the course, okay. For example, here I can select multiple courses. Once I click on submit, it these two users will be automatically enrolled for all these courses. So uh, this is where it helps for the admin as well, so that they can uh, I mean to say, they can manage the enrollment manually as well, okay. So the because the learners they are not means uh, they're not able to purchase it from the site. So this is the another feature that we have introduced. Okay. And also there is a manual another option called assign roles. Okay. So where you want to assign some different roles to different users. So here if you see select user, I can select some test user and I can have different roles which are listed against LMS. So once I do that, uh, for example, I can select Tom Holland, and then I can select the role called course admin. Once I click on submit, so I think, yeah, I think that user is deleted. So yeah, I clicked on test user, and it is being updated. Now if I go under the LMS, and if I go under the roles which have been reflecting here. So as you can see, just now I actually updated the role called course admin to the test user, and this is being reflected here. So here what we have done is we have actually given the admin a privilege where they can select some users, and they want to give out their different roles to different users on the e-commerce platform. So that the main admin can just manage the e-commerce platform, but these roles, the intermediate roles where they have created right now, we have created some intermediate roles. They can handle the course creation, content creation, and different types of capabilities they have, and they can start it, they can continue from there. So this is an another useful feature for the admin. Okay. So these are the whatever I actually showcased it to you. There were some existing features, and there are some new features that we have enabled it for this respective e-commerce e-learning platform. So and now what I'll do is I'll switch back to the learner interface, and I'll be able to showcase it to you how the learner will make a purchase for means I mean to say when they purchase these three type of courses what I was explaining it to you: single course and a bundle course and even bulk purchase. So now I'm just switching back to the learner interface. This is how the learner interface will look like, and this is the site home page. Okay, so here there are different types of courses as I was mentioning it to you. So and there is a course which you can buy it, I mean to say, if you open this fire safety, so this course is meant for single course purchase. I mean to say, if I buy this course, I'll be enrolled to this respective course on LMS. Okay. So what I'll do is this is how the course page looks like, and you can provide the review, and this is where you can add some information, okay, about the course. So now what I'll do is I'll just click on enroll. And as you can see here, I'm not provided with the option to select the quantity because I haven't enabled it for bulk purchase. For that reason, you will not be able to means add or edit the quantity here. So this is a single course purchase. You buy one course and you will be enrolled to. I mean you buy one product which is attached with a single course, and you will be enrolled automatically to that course. So once I click on proceed to checkout, so it will ask me some details here. So I'll just fill out some test details, and I am providing. So better I'll open up the mail later so that I can show the email notifications also. So here once I click on place order, as you can see, you get a message called your LMS credentials has been sent. Congratulations, you have enrolled to the course. So this is the success message. Okay, so here once I come here, and once I check the orders here, so I just wanted to showcase it to you that once if learner makes a purchase, how it will be reflected here. So as I was showcasing it to you, I just selected a simulate online payment where it actually doesn't automatically complete the order. And until unless, as I was mentioning it to you, that until unless the order status gets completed, you will not be enrolled to that respective course. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll manually change this to completed, because in normal payment gateway integration, wherever whatever you do, so it will be actually automatically completing the order, because since you will be doing the online payment. For the webinar purpose, I am just showcasing it to you about the simulate online payment, since it is um, a demo. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just come back to the learner, and I'm just as you can see here, already I have logged into the LMS, and I am now, as you can see, this fire safety course has been visible, and I can just go under this course, and I can now I can consume this course. This is how the single course purchase looks. Okay, I mean to say I purchased the course called fire safety, and I have been enrolled to this respective course. Okay. So now this is one type of course purchase. So now I'll just continue with the next set of course. As I was mentioning it to you, uh, bundle course purchase. It is a combo where you have, I can say that there are two courses called Physics Part One and Part Two, which have been created on LMS. So now what I'll do is I'll just click on combo, and then here once I click on enroll, and here also you will not be able to edit any the quantity, because since it is also a not a bundle purchase. Okay, so it is not a bulk purchase. So now what I'll do is I'll just click on proceed to checkout, and here already I fill out the information, so I don't need to fill out again. But as I was mentioning it to you, this is the payment mode that we have selected, simulate online payment. But normally you can actually integrate it with different payment gateways which are available, okay, which have been supported on the e-commerce platform. So now once I click on place order, so the same way, so here, as you can see, the order has been placed again the same. So click on once I make this order status as completed, so as you can see, before I was just enrolled to only one course called fire safety. Once I buy that combo course, which internally consists of two courses. Okay, once I buy that product from the e-commerce platform, I was automatically enrolled to Physics Part One and Physics Part Two, which were actually considered as a single product or a single course on e-commerce. So once I buy that, I'll be automatically enrolled these two courses. Okay. So now this is another type of course that I was mentioning it to you. Now what I'll do is I'll just switch back to, and these are the emails you will be getting. For example, uh, this is how you get a congrats. You have been enrolled to this course, and these are the email notifications that we have implemented. And whenever the order gets completed, you'll receive this email. Okay, so I need to just go back to the e-commerce platform again. So here, what I'll do is I'll just showcase it to you another type of purchase called bulk purchase, where I was mentioning it. You can buy in quantities, and you can enroll others by using that capability. So now I'll just click on understanding the organization value. Here you can see that there is a option to edit your quantity. So what I'll do is I'll just select quantity as 5, because as I was showcasing it to you, the last two courses they were not enabled it with quantity, and here since it is enabled for bulk purchase, so now it is available in quantities for me. Once I click on enroll, and I'll just click on proceed to checkout, and the same, just click on place order. So here once I actually do this, normally if you buy any other courses, if it is a single course or if it is a bundle course, you will be automatically redirected to the LMS dashboard. But here if you see, I have been redirected to in another interface where I have the option to select my purchased course, and then I'll be able to enroll the users. Okay, so as you can see, this is the course that I bought. Okay, and these are the enrolled users. Right now there are no enrolled users. For that reason it is showing empty table. So but I can enroll myself, okay, because I have the option to enroll me. If you don't select any course, so you will not be able to access any buttons, so that you will not be able to. So once I select course, I have provided with an option where I can click on enroll me, and I will be enrolled automatically to that respective course. Okay, so that course is called understanding the organization value. So but even I can actually manually enter the details. Like for example, what I'll do is I'll just enter some email, and I want to enroll this user, so individually. Okay, so once I click on enroll user, so as you can see the success message, and here if I come back and then I can just look at the same email whichever I provided, you see that just now they got an email saying that you have been selected and you have been provided with all these details. And once you log into the system, you can log in with these details. As you can see, the LMS URL has been provided to you, and you have been username and password as well. But for the first time, you should be like it will be asking you or forcing you to change the password, so that whatever the credential set has been sent, you will be asked to change the password. And here how you enroll the other user. Okay, and once I come back to the same platform, as you can see, now I enrolled one course, and if I select that course, it has been actually I got it for 5, and now it has been reduced to 4. And here you can see that that enrolled user is being listed here. We are making a note of it, so that user is aware of what the I mean to say, this respective user is aware of what how many already seats have been enrolled. Okay, so now I have left with 4. So now what I'll do is I'll just click on enroll me, so that I'll be also enrolled to this respective course. So I'll just click on enroll me. So now if I go to the dashboard, if I refresh, as you can see, there were 3 courses before: fire safety part 1 and part 2. Now I have been enrolled to this understanding the organization value. So this was the latest course. I bought it in bulk quantity, and I enrolled myself. So now if I go back and then check, it has been reduced to 3. Okay, the quantity, because I have enrolled one user manually by using this enrollment, and I have enrolled myself. So now I left with 3 courses. Now if I select, obviously you are already enrolled, you will not be given the option to enroll me again, because that doesn't make sense. For that reason, we disable. Once the enrollment happens for that respective user, we are disabling this button. But we have another option where you can actually upload a CSV, and upload a CSV in the sense, if you want to do the bulk enrollment. So if you want to have a format, you can actually download the format. For now, you can sample format is being provided here. So I'll just click on download sample CSV. As you can see here, this is the format: username, first name, last name, and email. These are the details that you need to provide, and here you have an option to choose this. So I'll just click on choose file, and once I click on sample, I'll just click on submit. As you can see, this is the preview. This is the preview part where you want to see that how many users that you want to enroll. So for example, you have an option to select all, okay, and deselect all as well. And if you want to only enroll, but this is just a preview that you will be able to get, okay. And for example, you uploaded some 20 users and you want to just have only 5 users enrolled. And another important catch here is we are left with only 3 seats. So now I just uploaded the I mean to say 3. If I exceed that, okay, I mean to say the CSV, if it contains more than 3 entries, then it will check here, okay. So and then it will throw you an proper error that there are only 3 enrollments left, okay. You cannot enroll the 4 users if I have added an another entry here, okay. So now what I'll do is I'll just click on select all, and then I'll be able to upload all these 3 users, and I want to enroll all these 3 users. So once I click on submit, actually what happens is it will be enrollee. I think these users have been already enrolled. So this is the one kind of an use case that I just wanted to showcase. So that because if these users have been already enrolled to the course, so it is not a good thing to proceed. Okay, for that reason we are actually showing this error message. But if they have not enrolled to the respective course, then obviously you will be automatically enrolling them. So this is how the bulk the enrollment, I mean to say, works. Okay, so you have a CSV file, you fill out all these details, and then you upload them. So this is what I was this is what I just wanted to showcase. These 3 types of courses. One is single course purchase. One is bundle course purchase, where you can combine 2 courses and sell it as a product, single product. And that another one is the bulk purchase, where you can buy it in quantities, and then you will be able to enroll different set of users from there. Okay. Yep. So I hope like I covered the whatever the things that I just wanted to cover it in this webinar. So let me take up the questions. Yeah, I'm taking up the questions. So the first question is, can I create courses on LMS and choose which one can go on e-commerce and which one should not? Yeah, right now you can actually we have a status. You can actually make them published if you want, or because if you don't want to make them available on e-commerce, you have that option. But before to that, right now what is happening is you can just create a course and it will be automatically listed under your attach course option. So if you want to attach it, you can attach it to a product and then configure the product. But if you want to make an option where you don't where you can decide that it can go on e-commerce and which one should not, yes, right now it is not available, but we can implement that as well. So can I see on LMS which courses have been synced to e-commerce and which one have not been? So normally, whatever the courses that we create on LMS, all the courses have been synced as per this system. So that's how we actually show it under the attach course option while configuring the product. Uh, so, but if you want to have that option to have all the courses listed to undo, what all the courses which are synced. Okay, so that we can enable it. Okay, because right now we have a section while creating the course, and on the right hand side we have the table where we are listing only the synced up courses only. But right now we are not differentiating which are synced to e-commerce and which are not. Right now we are, whatever the courses that are getting created on LMS, those courses have been actually uh, will be available for the I mean to say, to attach the course. I will be available for you to attach it with different products. So that's how the system is being behaving. But we can have that check, and also we have that in our product roadmap as well, to have this um, have a I mean to say, separate functionality, so that we can decide that which one should be synced, so that we can list out only the synced courses uh, to e-commerce. Okay. So next question is, what happens when I update course full name and short name details on LMS site after it is added on e-commerce? Will these updates sync on the e-commerce? So right now, yes, this is uh, whatever the course full name and short name that you are updating it. Okay, so we are just updating the full name and short name, on vice versa. I mean to say, the short other details that we were giving out. So um, I mean to say, when you change it from the LMS side, so obviously we right now we are doing it in a one way. I mean to say, when you are updating it again from the e-commerce side, you will be updated on the LMS. But when you do it on LMS, it is actually not, we are not updating it on the e-commerce platform. But we can actually, that is what, like, we are doing it under, I mean to say, it is under our the back product roadmap, that we are having the sync up of course names as well, that when it gets updated on both the platforms, it should be updated on either of the platform. It is updated, it should be updated on the both the platforms. Is the UI interface customizable? It looks not so great. So yeah, UI interface is customizable. I mean to say, I if you are talking about the whole platform UI, or you are talking about any specific UI, um, we can actually, both the things are possible. I mean to say, it's customizable in the sense. So if you have any specific pages, like home page or a single course page, this is how it should look like. If you can provide us the references or the designs, then we'll be able to customize it as per your needs. So that is, yes, the UI, whatever the interface that you saw as a whole system, it is customizable. Are you thinking of improving the way it looks not so great on the learner interface? Yes, yeah, I mean to say, uh, coming to the next question, yes, we are doing the changes on the learner interface as well, because the learner interface here, uh, um, we are continuously improving it. Okay, and we'll be able to improve it further as well by taking the suggestions. I mean to say, by looking at the standards, what it's been followed. So but definitely we can improve the learner interface as per the needs. Right now, we, for the webinar, for the demo purpose, we have actually kept it a very simple UI. Okay, but if the need comes, or if the customizations or the requirements from different um, clients, if they have different, they have their own interface in their mind, so then yeah, definitely we can accept it, and we'll be able to customize it. Okay. So, and even on the admin side as well, admin side, this is what we have decided on how our interface works. I mean to say, the interface here, what I'm saying is that whatever the extension that we created between the e-commerce platform and the e-learning platform. So yes. Can I use your platform for tutoring classes without any LMS? So here, if we are talking about the tutoring classes is like instructor-led training, you want to integrate it with. Uh, I mean to say there are different types of virtual classroom integrations available. But if you want to integrate it with tutoring classes without any LMS, this system is not being designed in that, because we have integrated a virtual classroom platform inside an e-learning platform called Big Blue Button has been integrated. So, and then we are actually selling up. I mean to say, we are setting up that as an another course in e-commerce, and we are actually making it live for the learners to purchase it. But if you want to go with only the tutoring classes, yes, we'll be able to provide it to you, but we need to discuss that what all things that you want to have, and what is the virtual classroom platform that you are looking out, or if you have any open suggestions that we can actually suggest you to go with. So right now, this platform right now it is being used without this platform, whatever it is being showcased today, without any LMS, we cannot use the tutoring classes. Okay, so with LMS only, existing LMS only, you can use these tutoring classes. Yeah. So how can I get a trial for a week? Yeah, you can actually send out your details. I mean to say to either Shashank or anyone, so we'll be able to set up a trial for you. Okay, and even you can actually write to us here. From these details, so that we'll be able to set up a trial instance and for a week, and then you can actually explore that trial instance from your side. So yes, so that is possible, like we'll be able to give the trial instance. Okay. So I guess I hope I answered most of the questions. If you have any specific questions, you can actually um, write them at hello@3software.com, and you can mention it to Shashank as well, and we'll be able to take up those questions and answer it. And so, yeah, I think yes, thanks all, and it's all over to you, Shashank.
Okay. Thank you, Viresh, for the great presentation. So this concludes the webinar. Thank you all for attending. We hope you have learned and enjoyed the presentation. We will close the session now.